Yes, absolutely.
3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Hey, Ryan.
Hi, how you
Ooh,
doing?
I'm excited about this topic. Um, Music was almost gone. I paused it too soon. Okay, so I wanted to really dive into this old school idea of the
Mhm.
marketing funnel and the importance of it today, knowing that AI is how so many of us are discovering businesses and websites.
Sure.
One of the things that we do here at Ready Plan Grow is we build knowledge bases for small business owners. I'm not going to get into the knowledge base because you promised me a video and we'll post it. But we deliver a knowledge base for our premium subscribers and for those that we are doing it for you or with you on a content perspective. We start with a brand audit so that we can certainly, I guess everybody gets started with a brand audit because it's automated. It starts with your website. Now, ideally, it starts with your brand guide. You upload your brand guide magically to AI, it reads information, it goes to your website, and then it does this audit. It does this check that you created, Ryan, and says, hey, this all makes sense. And so it
Hmm.
spits out the information that we have discovered about the business. The business owner then has the opportunity to say yay or nay on what it's finding. But here's the hard truth for the small business owners. What we've discovered while we're doing either a marketing cleanup or a brand audit or even marketing operations cleanup, which is a whole other topic for another day, is that most small businesses either do awareness really well or conversion really well. But the sandwich, that part in between, is not available. That consideration, and here's the key word, evaluation. The consideration and evaluation portion of their website is not well developed. And so AI ends up, and it's one of my favorite things you say, giving them a bunch of AI slop to work on because it's what it found. It's what it found on the website. So a recommendation for everybody is to really look at their website and understand whether all of the information that you are providing is cleaned up, because AI doesn't, or actually any technology doesn't say, well, this page is probably old and no longer valuable to the
Right.
user. So really understanding the customer journey and looking at awareness, consideration, evaluation, conversion is really important for every business owner, but particularly for small business owners, because if they are being discovered, the wrong information may end up in the hands of their potential customer. So I just, I can't believe at this point the number of times that we've run
Hmm.
this model, our framework, if you will, for our customers, how many times we find the center of the sandwich missing. So I wanted to raise that. And then I want to also talk about one click, which we have another video on. The
Hmm.
other really important part for everybody is as you are developing your brand audit and well, I shouldn't say, as you're looking at a brand audit and developing your knowledge base, your content and how it plays into that is even more important. And one of the pieces that we look at is what kind of content do you have on your blog to support that funnel? And does it help AI understand your solutions even more? And what I'd like to hear you talk about, because I'll just barf it all up, is how these natural language models or LLMs
Yep.
work so that all of this marketing speak is translated into, in essence, AI and geek speak. I think that's really the key I'm trying to unlock for small business owners so that they can understand the importance of an accurate knowledge base
Hmm.
when they're working with AI to avoid duplicative effort, or even worse, having to clean up the mess as they're trying to execute and work, which happens all the time.
Absolutely. And I can completely speak to, I'm just getting someone on screen, but with me 1 second, Marcela, because this really does help explain to everyone. Let me just get this large enough so everyone can see this. I'm going to share quickly. So, as Marcela's explaining, the sandwich area, as we're affectionately calling it in this live, right? So, when you do a search in AI, the AI does something called a fan out query search. Okay. Now, we're all used to a standard query as business owners. Where can I purchase a pair of ladies' red shoes, size 7? Where can I find the best sports jacket to rent for Saturday night? Okay, these kind of things. So if you look at a standard search, Google would have taken that search, and we're going to use this here. I just pulled this up very quickly. Could you suggest Bluetooth headphones with a comfortable over-ear design and a long-lasting battery? Now, in 2026, that's a very reasonable search because that could easily be a voice search. That could be a typed AI search. That could even be someone taking a picture of Bluetooth headphones and voice searching on the picture within a store. Okay. We all search in so many different ways now. This is what we have to think of as business people because it's about visibility. We knew previously everyone went to Google. Everyone was in that building and they were searching. That's completely changed. The way the search is constructed also changes, and this speaks to the need for the sandwich. If you're selling Bluetooth headphones, as this example, then once AI receives this search, it starts breaking it down into different facets, okay? Different knowledge piles, essentially, little knowledge graphs of what does this person really want to know? Okay. And if they're going to buy some headphones, maybe they want to know about whether they're comfortable, what's the battery performance, the combined comfort and battery, user experience, comparison by other brands. So that then breaks down into other subqueries within the fan out search. Okay, so then the AI is suddenly looking for best Bluetooth headphones with an over-ear design, listed top rated over-ear Bluetooth headphones with long battery. Do you see the amount of ingredients that we need in this sandwich, right? To make sure we give that to our customers. So gone are the days of let's have a strong H1, a good H2, 3 beautiful pictures of a product, and a nice blurby paragraph that will make people feel warm and fuzzy and want to buy it. If you are selling something these days, you need to consider every aspect of its construction, the materials it's built with, how is it used by the customer, and every other aspect and facet. That middle column that we see just here, this is the key. So that,
So
without me going into total geekdom.
I love that you think you didn't just go into geek world. Like literally the moment, I hate when I use that word, the moment you pulled up that chart, I was like, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's oh
I think one of the recipes for the making, we're getting into the weirdest analogies. Like, where did the Sanders thing come from? One of the recipes that we are recommending for ourselves, for our customers, for our community members is consistency.
yep.
Consistency equals visibility at this point because we all know that we're in an attention economy. We are competing for who sees us first.
Yeah.
And beyond the who sees us first for that click, one click,
Yep.
getting more and
Zero click.
more zero click, thank you, more and
Yep.
more important. It's then if I am given a list of options,
Mhm.
which one has the best information for me? And
Yes.
that's the beauty of AI is that it's getting more and more personalized.
Mhm.
And Actually, you and I talked about this earlier, that SEO is still relevant from a visibility standpoint, but it's not showing up the same way. The same top ranking
Yeah.
websites, be it on Google or ChatGPT, are going to shift because it's getting so personalized.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I was having a conversation with, a good ex-colleague of ours yesterday, and we're both veteran SEOs. We've done decades in the trenches together, and we were literally having the conversation that SEO conversations and client conversations have to change because traffic is a poor metric to look at now because clicks are dying through Google due to the way that we're now all searching, the ways we touched on earlier. I mean, you could walk into a store and just hold your phone up now and query ChatGPT about the product, whether it's good for you, should you get it, etc. So we're even querying now when we go to a store in ways that we never thought we would probably do before. So that change is what's got to be accounted for. I've lost my thread totally of where I was talking. My brain's
No,
so full today.
that's okay. We were talking, I asked you about search
SEO, the
visibility and
importance.
SEO. And
Yeah,
again, we used to worry about content because we wanted to keyword stuff it to death and
right.
make sure that we were the one that published the most or
Mhm.
keyword stuffed the most or had the most pages, whatever those old hacks were,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
changing.
They are changing, and SEO is still a very much core component, but from a technical standpoint, because there is a foundational structure to web pages that most people never ever see, the code in the background, right? The better that code is, the more that code complies to what Google and the gods of the internet want to see, the better you're going to rank. That's never going to change because no one wants a technical degradation of the internet over time. So there's always going to be compliance needed, right? Like visibility, 100%. Um, but traffic is not the true metric to look at. Overall visibility is Marcel.
I'm trying to be cool
It's
here.
working.
It's not
It looks good.
working.
We'll get
Isn't
there.
it backwards? But it's backwards. Isn't it
No,
backwards?
it may be to
Oh,
you, but not to me. It looks fine
oh,
and
good.
probably
There's
to
my
our
word.
viewers.
The word of the
You
my
look
word
good.
of the day. Menace did
Absolutely.
that. That was a menace.
Love it. So yeah, SEO still has to be the foundational core of anything that you're doing. And I think I explained it to you this way earlier, Marcella, when we were talking about a client and developing pages. You work with a developer, you create the content, you're using the client AI, and you are effectively writing to speak to the people and effectively to the LLMs because it's natural language. I then come in behind SEO, maybe change the layout so that an LLM might read it a little better, maybe make it a bulleted list instead of a paragraph, just for argument's sake. So that whole thing is working for your visibility, not just your traffic. It is the whole thing. So that's what
Yeah,
needs to
I'm
be
glad you
clear.
said that out loud. Traffic, I've always said traffic for traffic's sake is bullshit. Like, what's the point of
Yeah,
having 1,000 hits on your website, 1,000 visitors on your website that bounce off in 2 seconds and don't spend time? You just
absolutely.
discovered that for Ready Plan Grow, people coming in from ChatGPT are spending a significantly more amount of time
Right.
than those that are just finding us on search. So visibility is more important than traffic.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
in order to get that visibility, back to my original point, my tip here is to understand that marketing funnel to make sure that you've covered top, bottom, middle of the sandwich,
Well, that
right?
the
Awareness, consideration, and conversion,
yeah,
and that your content strategy covers
your
the
content strategy
conversation.
is the sandwich, right? That when
Mhm.
you mentioned the sandwich, that's you get the recipe for the sandwich, what you need to put in that sandwich with your facets as you break the search out. Doesn't matter what you're selling, just logically break it down into those categories and then proceed from there. So, yeah, and visibility must always, and I will caveat this for everybody, must be backstopped with authority. If you do not have any authority, any citations, any backlinks, or any other brand associated authority, maybe you have Crunchbase, various other things that you can link that will speak to authority, that is going to help raise you as well. So in the first instance with a new business breaking out, which some of you are doing, if you're brand new and you don't have that authority, don't let that stop you to find other ways to gain authority on lower targeted authority topics. Because I guarantee you there's tons that your competition have not thought of or picked up, and you can go grab those and start building a ladder.
Ooh, that's another live. I'll bring it back.
Good.
Thanks, Ryan, for sharing all of this with us. I know we get
Awesome.
into some kind of big picture marketing tips and then Ryan geeks out a little bit, but the mixture of those two things, it's what's going to improve the visibility that your business gets so
Mhm.
that you can ultimately convert that to customers.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
All right,
Totally.
we'll be back. Bye.
Thanks. See you, Marcel.
Bye. Ooh.
Ooh, you look great with that background. So come on, tell me, how does that work here? How do we do that?
Okay, hold on. Let me end the meet. How do I stop it from